Hey everybody, this is Russ McClellan with Keller Williams. I wanted to talk a little bit about the difference between a functionary individual and a fiduciary individual as it relates to the people that you hire. One of the things I'm seeing a lot of is that there are many brokers calling us from all over the place, but primarily on the west side of the mountains, which is great. The problem that we're running into is that a lot of times these people that work in real estate and have a license and are legally allowed to work in real estate anywhere in the state of Washington are coming over, or they're really not even coming over sometimes. They're just calling and saying, hey, I have a client that would like to open a door. Would you open a door for them so they can get in the house? Or would you mind showing them around? And then I'll pay you a fee to show them around, or I'll pay you a fee to open the door. They call it a showing fee. Well, when you just do something like that, you're just performing a function. So you're a functionary, essentially, not a fiduciary. Fiduciary means you have trust in a relationship, and you're going to do everything in your power to make sure that those people are taken care of that really are bound. You're bound by your duty of fiduciary obligation to keep track of everything within a transaction and really be competent. I had a pretty interesting radio show that we did with an appraiser that's going to be airing next month, and we talked about the competency in her business in the appraising world, where there are sometimes appraisers that try to do appraisals outside their comfort zone or outside the area in which they understand, and the next thing you know, they're kind of hitting and missing and not really sure about the geographical ins and outs of that specific region. And as we get into rural areas, and we get outside of just pure residential, as is in houses, but into land and acreage and in the mountains, and there's so many variables that the idea that you can represent somebody adequately in a complex transaction in an area which you know very little about is kind of perplexing to me. And I've never seen it in my 30-year career. I've never seen this many brokers trying to partner up with what they call their friends or their clients. In fact, I told somebody the other day, I said, if I think I might even have said it on the radio, if I didn't like somebody, I might represent them in a downtown Seattle condo sale. I don't know anything about it. But if I actually cared about the person, I'm going to tell them to go find somebody that, for example, if they were wanting to buy a downtown Seattle high-rise condominium, I don't know anything about that. It would be really remiss of me, or almost a violation of my fiduciary obligation, to say I do, even though it's legal. So just remember, there's a difference between truly representing somebody, because I can promise you this, not everything's on the internet. In fact, half the time, by the time it hits the internet, it's old news. If you really want representation and you really want to be a fiduciary, stay focused on the areas in which you're competent in, and then learn about those other areas that you want to expand. And once you've mastered that, or once you feel comfortable, then go for it. If I wanted to sell downtown Seattle condos, I could. I'd have to do some serious homework first, and it would take me some time, because I'm sure that the people that are doing it every day and have done it every day for a long time probably are at a higher level than I am, even though I've had 30 years in business, right? Hope that helps. Functionary versus fiduciary. So the next time you're being represented, make sure that the people representing you really know the area in which they're operating, so you can be protected and you can know those things that, frankly, people don't know what they don't know. All right, peace out. Thanks.